And we're back. Well, hi guys. You probably have seen my last video where I finally decided to build my own PC. It's been a long time coming and I finally saved enough to go buy that. But you probably noticed that there was one key component in the video or in my PC that was missing. That is vital for video editing or playing games, and that was the graphics card. Now, in searching for the perfect graphics card, I went through a lot. First, I was thinking maybe I shouldn't spend too much on the graphics card and go for something like the 3060 Ti. But I soon realized that the 4060 and 4070 were rumored to come out, so I was thinking maybe these graphics cards that are going to come out will be better. And we all know what happened. What happened was these things came out, but with even less VRAM, and we found out that upcoming games require more VRAM, and so many people switched to AMD. But however, I want to stick to NVIDIA. I don't know why. It's just something that I have an affinity to, I guess. I don't know. So I went through. I was thinking about the 4060, 47. After the news, I threw that away. Now, what's left? What's left is the 4080, and now the 4080 costed about $1,000 at the time. Well, actually more than that, actually $1,200. And I was thinking maybe I should go for that. I mean, I was also planning on buying a 4K TV in the future and probably using that for gaming as well. So, what graphics card allowed me to get high frame rates in 4K? So the 4080 and the 4090 came up to mind. Now, the 4080 was a good card. I mean, people are saying it's a great card, but is it worth it for the value? So instead of going for the 4080, I was like, you know what? If I can just save up for a few more weeks, I'm just gonna get the 4090. So that's what I did. I made a big purchase and got the 4090. So let's go straight into the building part. So it's already been like 2-3 weeks where I've had this PC, and I'm telling y'all, it is the fastest thing I've ever experienced. I mean, it's crazy fast. But you see that I had to get a new cord, and that cord is for the PSU to connect to the GPU. And the problem was that this PSU is pretty old. It's older than the 40 series cards, so I had to get a cable mod from Corsair themselves, so I could install that into the GPU without any, with that 4 connector adapter thing that they gave us. So here's the graphics card itself. I mean, it's a nice box. I mean, I heard a lot about Zotac Gaming being a budget-friendly company, but I wasn't gonna pay an extra $200-300 on top of how much a 4090 costs, and we all know how much that costs. So here it goes. We're opening up the box. And I really like the box. I really like how they packaged this monster. So now in this packet comes a couple of manuals and safety stuff, and they also gave us this weird card thingy. It reminds me of a Pokemon card, a shiny. It also came with a what is that thing? An RGB, some kind of RGB cable, and not a stand, a holder of some kind. But here is the graphics card itself. I mean, this is the AMP Airo, or something like that, and I got this because of the RGB. Really, it cost $30 more than the other one, the normal one. But for that RGB strip, I mean, come on, RGB all day. It's a great looking car. I mean, it's a spaceship, like they all say. It's a spaceship, and it matches my space theme PC. I mean, the motherboard itself has a space theme itself. I mean, so here I go. I took out the PCIe slots, and then I inserted it in. It was a lot easier than I expected, but it was a little wobbly. Here I go, inserting the cord from the back of the PSU into the GPU, and I had to make sure it was tight and secure, because we've all heard the stories of exploding 4090s, and it's due to user error. So I had to make sure it clicked. I heard it click. I see all the pins go through the little holes, and gave it extra, you know, gave it an extra push. I also had to go look for a leveler so I could level this properly. The eyeball test is very deceiving. So here I go. I've done that. Putting the glass back on. This process all in all took like an hour, only because I had to go search for things and was extra careful with certain parts. Alright, now I'm gonna plug in the monitor, and hopefully everything turned out right. Hopefully I didn't fry anything. I made sure to discharge all my static, just how I did in the previous video. Alright, here I go, connect my peripherals. The Logitech keyboard and Logitech mouse I've had for a bit. Here we go, I turned it on. It's booting up. Come on. Oh, yes, okay. Good looking, good looking. Come on, a few more seconds. And okay, we got the Asus logo. And boom, Windows has booted up, which basically signifies me that everything went well. So now that I actually have a 4090 installed correctly into my PC build, there was another problem. I've been using this monitor that only can go up to 60 Hertz. It's a 1080p monitor that I've had for over a decade. It's the same age as my old desktop. So I realized that having a 4090 will be for no reason. I want frames. I want a high frame. I want to experience what everyone else has been experiencing. I've been running 60 Hertz for a long, long time. I want to see what the hype is all about this 160 Hertz, 144, 165, 180, how about 240? I mean, her 240s are coming out. But instead what I did is I went and got a 280 Hertz 1440p monitor. And this monitor costed about $650, but there was a discount, $100 off. So I was like, you know what, let me just cop it. Actually, I was going to look for the MSI. There was an MSI with the same specs, but I heard there's not enough reviews for that, and this monitor I chose has actually good reviews, so I decided to go on that. Alright, so I had to go unplug the monitor that I have already plugged into the GPU. I unplugged that. I took out the box. This box came through. I bought it through Amazon. They did deliver an extra day late, but that's a whole nother thing. I mean, that's not that important. So I took out the stand. I believe this was the stand at the first, but it's the neck. It's actually the neck part. They came with safety manuals, instructions, etc., etc. Things I do not have to read because I am smart. And now I have these cables. One of them is a display port. I believe two of these were display ports. I couldn't understand what the other one was, what the difference was between the two. And the other one was the HDMI cord. Okay, so I've taken out the actual stand, the legs, I guess. Here comes the monitor. This is a 27-inch monitor. My previous ones were 24-inch. I was able to fit two monitors on this tiny desk with a 24-inch, but now I don't think I'm gonna do a double monitor setup this time around. So here is the monitor itself. This black and white scheme actually matches my motherboard. Here I am trying to figure out what to do next, and I'm going to attach the neck to the stand. Well, the legs, my bad, the legs. You screw it on, and then I guess these are called a Visa adapter, whatever, compatible stuff, I don't know. And now here comes the back plate that I attached after connecting my display port and the power cord into the monitor itself. Now I'm bringing the monitor onto my table. It's a pretty big monitor compared to my 24-inch monitor. Here comes the peel. Not a satisfying peel, but you know, how can you beat a RAM clicking into socket or a graphics card clicking into socket? The click sounds, to me, it just sounds better. So now I turned it on and boom, the colors are immaculate. The screen is immaculate. The bezels are non-existent. And I was really excited to try out the 280 hertz, but that'll be another video where I can probably show the difference between the 60 hertz that I've been playing on and the 120 hertz. Alright, now the GPU has been installed, the monitor has been installed, and so now the PC build is complete. Now that the build has been completed, I mean, now I'm looking back at it actually, the journey itself wasn't as hard as I made it out to seem, I guess. It was a lot easier. You just watch a bunch of YouTube videos, get comfortable in the components, or know what components you want to get, budget, plan, and wait for the perfect time, and boom, go ahead and buy all the pieces and make your PC. And all the other extra components that you want to get after that is extra, but the PC, the desktop itself, is the main component of it all. So thank you for watching this video. This was a great journey. Thank you for being there, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.